Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Universalis for the Dutch Trade League. We've taken most of the territory we need to form the Netherlands. We're missing one little territory here. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to take it, but it's not going to be anytime soon because A, we have pretty high aggressive expansion, which can be quite deadly for us in the middle of Europe. Because there's so many nations, we don't need them all turning on us at the same time and just ripping apart what we've built. So we need to be a little patient there. But also we have the problem that I'm not 100% certain how I'm going to handle, which is these guys have formed a trade league under Lebec? Not sure how I pronounce it with the dots and all that. Not that I can ever pronounce things particularly well. So if I go to war with them, I go to war with a great deal of small nations. None of them overly impressive nations, but a large number. Oh, my game just minimized. In the video on the side, it does some interesting flashing. I'll be curious if that comes out at the end. But anyway, I was saying there's a great many not that powerful nations, and you know, I could handle one of them, maybe two or three, but all of them is pretty rough. Alliances, I would normally like attack one of their allies who didn't have quite as many allies, and that would and drag them into the war like that. But as it is, they're in. Oh, are they not in the trade league? Interesting. So if I declared here, oh, they have a number of allies though. But it would be less people. Oh, no, Austria. We're not messing with Austria. Regardless, we're going to wait and see where things fall, because you never know what will happen. I could see some things happening to dissolve the trade league that have nothing to do with me. So for now, let's just see what we got going on. We have a little bit of rebellion. Wait, 100%. 10k army. Well, let's take a peek. What is my unrest? So it's these guys who really, really want to rebel. You know what? Let's let them spawn. That's fine. I think that will calm everything else down. We don't have anything else going without troops. So we have the unrest. We have disloyal. I don't remember exactly what I did in the last episode. It's been a little while since I recorded it, but I probably took something from them. I wonder if I can. Okay, they really hate me now, but that's fine. Do I have much prestige? Might just boost them back up a little bit. Can I demand admin support? Beautiful. Can I demand diplomatic support? Don't have significant or enough influence. So I could lose another 5 prestige, boost them up, and then drag them down. Wonderful. At some point I should strip every one of the territory just to have better control of things. So with that, I can actually grab admin tech, which is very useful. And we'll come back to our looking at our deal in a moment. What is our income? 0.19, not amazing. Oh, we could build something. Plus 20, that's nothing to joke at. Let's grab that. Oh, 0.20, not 20. 20 would truly be amazing, but we're not quite that impressive. Okay, let's unpause a little bit. Slow down. There we go. So the nice thing with them spawning on top of us is I don't think they have full morale. Maybe that's Imperator Rome I'm thinking of, I'm not sure. Regardless, we crushed that just as well as I was hoping we would. And now there's no unrest. I think the only, yeah, it's just there. There's a little part of me, like I'm a big fan of raising the autonomy. So the autonomy is how independent the place is, and if you give them more autonomy, they don't mind quite as much to be a part of your empire. And I have a tendency to just hit this button and make the unrest go away. But I mostly play even if I play small nations, I'm normally blobbing out very quickly, taking a lot of territory, which isn't really my goal in this game. So perhaps I'll leave it be, because if they do rebel, our army can probably handle it. And you guys are rebel busting, right? Yeah. So we'll leave it be for now. We're losing some money because we're having to build up our army again. So let's speed things up. Actually, no, let's not speed things up. Let's talk ideals. So I'm a little bit mixed on this one. I want to grab exploration right away because we want to build the Dutch trade empire. We want to be one of the first people out there trading and making colonies and make our money that way. And that's the whole goal, the whole point. So I want to grab it first. I don't know entirely if that's the right decision because if I recall from the past, and it's been a long time since I played a colonial nation, but I think last I played England, and even as England, it took a little bit before you were able to colonize just because of the distances, right? You had to, I think I took Norway and used that as a springboard to get to the New World. And these islands down here, I'm pretty sure in Portugal's control. Oh, maybe they're not. So perhaps, is there one that shows me the colonizing range? I thought there was. Oh, trade leads. That's interesting. I wonder if I'll eventually want to form or join a trade league. I've never actually done it, so there we go. Supply ship reached 282 of 150. So they're just a long way away. So yeah, that's kind of my whole point that I was getting at though, is it's all a long way away, and I think I need a bunch more Diplotech to up. See, that will help. Diplotech 7. And I don't know how many of those will need to be able to do it, but because I don't know, and we're not trying to be military, so we don't necessarily need a military ideal, other than maybe actually defensive at some point. I don't use defensive too much, but since I'm trying to be good and not just blob out my empire, you know, I don't, that might be the one I take. And it might take a while before we get there. There is, so the other thing I'm thinking is we could grab innovativeness because, again, staying small, I want to be on the top of technology, the top of getting any new institutions. So we want them to spread as quickly as possible. And there's a beautiful 10% boost on technology here, which you can imagine that's just incredibly helpful. And hopefully that will keep me... I'm thinking maybe this is the right call. Grab this, get my way up to the tech boost, and then push. We'll grab exploration second, just because of the range. I think that's the right goal. So we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna be using up a lot of admin power now, which we already have an admin advisor, but we're going to put an administrative focus on. So we lose one diplomatic one, we lose one military, and we gain two admin. And I think that's going to be good because we're going to be using a lot of it to fill up this, because this takes, I think, you need 400 to unlock this, right? And this takes it as well. Though the next one of these is colonialism. And if I want it to spawn on me, you know, I need it to... No, I'm going to trust myself. 1500. I have 30-something years. I think that's the right call. Let's go military. Mothball all my forts. Poor government policies. Lose reform progress or 1 stability. What is my stability? It's 0. We need admin points. We'll lose the reform. It's not ideal, but it will do the job. Should I just rip this down? My primary fort will cover all of that. It's more to defend... No, I'm going to rip it down. I want the money. Yeah, there we go. Lots of beautiful money for me. So let's up the speed here. I'm curious if it would be worth building... Oh. I'm curious if it would be worth building out more of a navy. What is my navy cap? I can have 25 ships, and I have 13. I don't really want either of you gaining land. We'll do that, and everyone hates me. And actually, let's take a look. No estate, no estate, no, no. Oh, they own nothing. Okay, let's definitely keep it that way. There's advantages. You gain some bonuses and some penalties when an estate controls a territory, but I generally find it's best if they don't have much power. There's nothing like having the nobility try and take control of things to ruin your day a bit. How are you guys doing for unrest? We're getting there. How about you guys? Minus 100 from recent uprising. I'm curious. 6.2. No, we'll just leave it. Oh, mission. What did I do? Trustworthy allies. So my allies really like me. Very useful. Need 2 subjects. Interesting. The mission tree isn't that amazing for these people. I don't know why, but I kind of imagined there would be a better mission tree. But, oh well, that's okay. Let's take a little peek. Well, we'll keep things moving, but... What is my aggressive expansion at? 12... 28. It's not bad. If I could find a way to attack these guys, it would be definitely worth... Oof. It's bigger. You have 2 allies now, so let's see. What is your other allies? Isn't that... I think I might be allied to it. Hang on, let's pause. Because I'm losing concentration. I have a tendency to let things run too fast and then I'm not paying any attention to what's going on and it just leads to awkwardness. So that's his other ally. I really would need... I think I need England to be on my side to be able to do any of this. Unless there's like an easy country. Are you in a trade league as well? Huh. Yeah, that's just interesting. I've had the expansion with the trade leagues for a while. I'm surprised I haven't dealt with them, but I've been playing a lot down in this area for a while, messing with China and in India quite a bit actually. So I guess I just haven't had to think about it. And then as England, you're just so powerful. Oh no, 10 tiny nations are fighting you. Doesn't matter. I think I might have played Denmark as my previous one up here. Okay, let's continue. Military power. Oh, we need the admin. And I can create an estate. Generally, you want to be a little careful because you can't have... If you're blobbing, you don't necessarily want to take every single one that's possible. But, in this case, Australia would protect you. I need to join the HRE. I don't know... Am I in it? I'm missing a rival as well. Rival is Scotland. Sure. Very, very weird enemy to have, but okay. Wonder if I could go to war to... Nope. See, I'm like immediately thinking like, I wonder if I can go to war with them. But no, that's not... Not the point. We're into the 70s. I'm starting to further doubt whether or not I should have gone straight for exploration. Because I could already have some ships out. And I could change. I haven't spent any points on it. So I could still change over if I wanted to. I have a bunch of military power. Why do I not... Oh, I'm just so far ahead. I'm so far ahead in diplomatic tech and military tech. So let's actually... Let's come here and let's develop up my... This is my capital, right? Yeah, okay. Let's greatly improve the military here. And let's grab some... See, I don't love doing this when there isn't a... So it spreads in the institutions when you do that. So maybe, how close are we to max? We're a little ways away. What if I like joined the trade league? If join trade league. Oh, they can only have one province? Oh, interesting. There must be a way for me to make one then. I wonder what that is. I wonder where that would be. Because that's, you know, let's create a subject. You know what? I think I might change my mind. I think I might grab exploration. Come take a look at these islands again. They're definitely not owned by anyone? I guess I don't have an explorer out there, so it's not really even going to tell me. I just know. I didn't notice that earlier. I just know there's islands there. I don't know who owns them. That's Portugal, yeah. And that's Spain. Trying to travel out. What was the colonial range? Colonial and trade regions. Oh, it wasn't trade range. Thought one of these did tell me that. Okay. And trade wins. So the distance is 282. And I think in here it tells me plus 150. So it's 60. So it's 160 right now. And this is 182. So if I go plus 115, that would be 215. Well, I guess it's 160, so it would be 275. Which isn't in range. So, okay, no. I've definitely made the right call then, because even with the next diplomatic upgrade that gets it, I can't go there, so... Okay. We'll keep rolling with this plan. It is a little bit making me sad that we can't take this. It feels like we're so close to our goal, but not quite there. Anyway, let's look at what's going on with the Holy Roman Empire. Because there's a lot of nations in here. Yeah, see, we all are part of it. I didn't think it cared if you fought internal wars with the... Oh, interesting. They wouldn't fight here. Like I have a claim to it, but look at how many people would be against me. That's ridiculous. I'm curious if I had to be faster. Does it tell me part of the Empire and Australia will protect them? Oh, I bet you if I had a claim, they wouldn't protect them. It's an interesting thing to experiment with. He's Fraser. Who is that? So I know I talked about not being lobbing and all that, but I do think I want to be a little bit stronger and have a little bit more of a contained little area. So let's grab, stop improving relationships. Oh, I must have a macro one going. Hello, I'm back. '28th. Field spy network. Okay. We'll let those tick up a little bit. It's still not a lot exciting that we can do. What's my fleet here? Nothing. Making 1.3 per turn. That's pretty good. What's the rebellion rate? Getting down there. Lose stuff? No. We'll lose the prestige. Power's far too important to me at this point. What's the first one? Prestige decay. That's the third one that matters. And I'm a little bit behind. But I think that's okay. We're gonna grab it. What's our first one here? Less inflation. That's nice. Minus tax, gain loyalty. No. Ability. That's a long time though, and 10% isn't nothing. So we have to boost this before we go into a civil war. Need 105. Oh, that's awkward. Oh well. Really didn't want to lose the money, but perhaps not the best decision in retrospect, but hey, what are you gonna do? Come on, pick up. One more or two more? Two more, I think. Oh, there we go. So stop. Fabricate claim. Thank you. Stop building a spy network. Who was that? It was these people. So we could go to war with them. And I would get these two. But I'm breaking a truce. I didn't know I had a truce with you. Until 1480. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, I see how it is. Do I have a truce with you? I do as well. Okay. So, regardless of my attempts, this is going to be a very peaceful episode. We'll have to come back to these guys at some point. Oh, that's so much unrest. That's 10 years of corruption. Or 10 years of horrible unrest in local manpower. Those are both pretty bad. We'll take the... So less hit on manpower, but the unrest, we'll take that one. That's ugly. I really need this stability boost. Alright, I was going to do this. Fabricate a claim. Stop building spy network. Okay, we have a claim on everything we're mostly interested in taking. Trade, yeah, that's all. I would like that territory, actually. Let's grab spy network there. I did grab the right nation, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a level 2 center of trade in the one trade node that really matters to us. So that would be a good one as well. I'm not going to aggressively expand and fabricating claims on absolutely everyone around me. It's not exactly what I was going for. Anyway, I think that's a good place to call this episode. Just a little bit of stabilizing action here, and we'll see what the next episode brings. I suspect I'm going to end up in a war at this point, but we'll see what happens. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.